Hello and welcome. This is Diana and you are watching Holistic Vibes. This is going to be a random reading. We're just going to kind of see what's currently coming up, and I think that's like half the deck, but we'll go with it. So, the spirit of stone, frozen, delayed, longing. The spirit of the dog, friendship, compassion, underlying loyalty. Incubus, succubus, sexual obsession, leader, recognizing respect, grace, elegance, and poise. And they just said you guys have been both going through your own battles in this process to come home. So it had to do with like clearing of your family lineage, right? So that you can come into divine union, not only with self, but within courtship. Within like to where you are now like working with the energetic frequencies, of the many, right? So that you can manifest like your rainbow, so that your lock can then become like unified with the key. So he had to come into a state of self-mastery within own energies, overcoming something that's happened in like other lifetimes, right? Yeah, to come into a state of unification with self, with another, with their heart's desires of like what they're, with their 10 of cups. But they also just said you had to come into an understanding of like you are your own refuge, right? Like you are your own safe space. You don't need anything outside of your own residence to gestate a new idea, to influx like the what you desire to become, because like the beauty, the desire, the wisdom, it all lives within you, right? And so like somebody kind of went full circle in connecting to their ancestors of, it's kind of like you fell in love with the vibration of love that other people forced onto you as your reality. And it actually didn't look anything like that kind of love, right? Because that love was like a dysfunctional love. It was a love that wasn't loyal. Or maybe it was, right? Whoever was the partnership, if they walked away from you, whoever walked away from you, they are dealing with their consequences now. There was a gestation period, star alignment, and the ancestors had to step into a place of allowing you to understand that like you have all the resources you need. You have all that there is. It's like it lives within you, right? So you don't need to wait for something to align. You just have to realize that it is in fact aligned already, right? And either what's for you is for you, or it was never meant to be in this lifetime. You read a false narrative. It's almost like people were impeding your records. I don't know why this keeps coming up. But there's justice for a balancing of the scale, right? It's almost like people were trying to keep you into a state of toxicity or in some kind of a loop. So that you never thought anything would come, right? Like that the person wouldn't do the work, that you would never have happiness, that you couldn't be empowered. And like what they're saying is like you just kept hitting the door over and over and over. And you were like, no more. I'm not doing it. Like I know what I desire, right? And they're showing me like a clear divided line that like, who knows, maybe you just did this in like the last couple of days. And there's like this certainty of holding onto the wheel. It's like you own the cup, you own the sword, you own the wand, you own the pinnacle. Like if you command it to be, it is so. It's like somebody found their spiritual, like, commanding, like their gusto. Like, it's like you're impervial to impediment. It's like you have this resilient code, and no one and nothing can get past you, past anyone. It's like, and if this is not your story, if you felt like you got impeded last night, like, name it and claim it right now. Say, this is my story, and I want to activate my code. I want to activate the codes to where I'm not being attacked in my sleep any longer, where I'm not incurring resistance as I'm going out into the world, where I'm tired of dealing with these people that are on a lower vibration, and these entities need to know, like, your strength and your resilience and your commandingness, right? No longer playing a smaller role than what you demand to play as you proceed forward. It's like your again, they just said, like, it's guiding the light home. It's, you're literally holding steady so that the opposite energy is magnetized to your vibration. And it's fire. Is there something else? You need to take care and not let yourself be manipulated for your desires to fit in, or to have approval. You can drop out of contact, be disheartened and defeated, and be in victim logic. However, does that serve you? Like, what is that vibration, right? And like clearing it and flipping it and like literally rotating it out of your vibration, so that you then can focus on the seeds that you want to nurture, right? Like, stop like feeding into the environments that are keeping you in a lower paradigm, that are keeping you stuck in the woulda, coulda, shouldas, that are replaying an old story that happened years ago. Like, you have to ask yourself, like, how many turn cycles of the same story in different variation are you going to watch, read, and feed into, right? Because your energy is essentially feeding in to a lower paradigm. So you're not able to get on a higher timeline. And so you have to pause, hit the pause button, hit the easy button, right? And ask for intervention. Name and claim what it is that you truly wish in a divine partnership, and allow the royalty within another person to step into form, right? And if it's not, then you flat out tell the energy, get out of my way. It has no bearing here any longer, right? And like, it's time for you to create the world and the environment in which you want to have success in, that you want to elevate in, that you want to bring in a higher state of vibration in, right? And so like, lean into that, because that's where your lock and key is located at. That's where your insight for sudden wealth lies, right? So like, move into that. I'm going to leave that there. If something in this resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, be well. Ciao.